Hey guys, it's Rob here. It's been a little while since I posted a video. I thought I would give you a little update on where I'm at with my XB build. I honestly haven't started. All I've done is order a whole bunch of parts. So there's the stock XB, and I'll give you a rundown of what's going on parts wise. Alrighty, so I've got the TBR front bumper. You've seen that before on my XBE, and the only thing I've noticed they've changed on the bumper is, if you can see through the plastic there, they've put a nylock nut on top of the screw that holds, there's like a brace here. On my XBE bumper, they didn't have that nut there, and the brace broke. The bumper is functioning fine without it, but it looks like they've addressed that problem, or attempted to at least. Although I do notice that the nut is, or the screw or the bolt is too short to actually come into the nylon locking portion of the nut, so I'll probably put some thread lock on there to make sure that doesn't fall off. Next up, I've got my Hitec 5645 mg for the throttle and brake. I've got my 5755 for steering. Got my Killer Bee kill switch. I think it's a V2 if I remember correctly. Voltwatch. And this is to keep an eye on my receiver battery. I totaled my TT a few years ago, and I'm going to say it was because of a dead receiver pack, and I honestly don't know what really went wrong, but it took off. I didn't have a kill switch in it. Took it off across the field, hit a fence, and essentially exploded, and I sold the TT for parts after that. I've got my bad Horsie shock covers. On the XBE, I used the Uber RC covers. The bad Horsie are a little bit cheaper. I haven't taken them out of the package, but they sure look a lot like the Uber RC, so I figured for about half the price, almost half the price, I'll give them a shot. Got my Outerwears covers for the pull start and for the air filter. And speaking of air filter, I've got my Incline shred stack, and the reason for that is, where is it? Way down here. I'm going to put on the HPI Baja air filter, and by putting the Incline shred stack on, it just tilts the filter up a little bit away from the throttle linkage, so I shouldn't have any clearance problems. Of course, 7075 RC hubs front and rear, need those. And just because I can, I've got the alloy servo mount. I've got the aluminum rear brace. Now this is something I'm going to try. I haven't even taken them out of the package yet. I'm going to try to double up the shock towers front and rear. So I've got extra stock shock towers here. So as you guys know, the shock towers are only about half that thickness, so maybe 2 millimeters or so, and the other half thickness is plastic. So I'm going to remove the plastic cover and double up the aluminum, and I'm hoping that's going to make them stronger. Give it a try, and I'll report back later and let you guys know. Aluminum roll cage. The only reason I'm going with the aluminum roll cage and the aluminum rear brace is an attempt to somewhat strengthen the chassis and remove some of the chassis flex that guys are experiencing. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to fab up some mud guards like I did on the XBE. That's what that's sitting there for. I ordered this in. I don't think I'm going to use it. This is the pull start cover in aluminum. Redcat's description isn't very clear, so I honestly just brought that in for the shop so I know, is it blue or is it gunmetal? Turns out these are blue. So if you ever want for maybe your MT or you're not too worried about color, part number 050034 is a actually pretty nice looking aluminum pull start cover. In blue, not gunmetal, so I may or may not use it. I don't know. I don't like having different colors. Now, speaking of different colors, I didn't put it out, but I do have the aluminum gear plate with the bearings, the oversized one for the MT, and I've got that on the store, so you can check that out. For whatever reason, I didn't bring it up from the basement. And I'll be installing my FlySky GT3B in there, and it's got 10 model memory, I believe, 10 or 12, so obviously I can have all my different cars in. And I've got two bodies, so the blue one and the green one. And to be honest with you guys, the green one's cool, but I'm kind of digging the old school blue one of the first models that came out. Alright guys, that's where I'm at. So I haven't even started the build. Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you one more thing. Of course I got the Jet Pro pipe right there. That's the rear mount, and that's available on my store as well. Alright guys, thanks for checking out. Let me know your thoughts, and tell me if I missed something. Okay, talk to you soon.